Hey wine lovers, I'm your host Olessia here at Vino Valley. I'm joined here by our guest star, Chris, the owner of City and Country. So Chris, tell us, what are we drinking here today?
Today we are tasting our 2017 Okanagan Merlot. We recently bottled this wine. We produced it limited 204 cases of it, and it's been tasting beautifully. It's what's in your glass right now.
It's delicious.
And what are your thoughts as a wino from the Okanagan Valley?
Absolutely love it.
Yeah?
I've been all around Okanagan, and let me tell you, these are probably one of my favorites already.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Cheers.
Okay, so let's get this started. How the heck do you have a winery here in Calgary?
It's a great question. So we simply bring in the grapes from notable appellations, whether it's British Columbia or Niagara, Oregon, California, or the Southern Hemisphere. And we pick great vineyards who have had wonderful growing years, and then we simply make the wine here. I know a lot of people don't quite know if that's quite possible, but it is. We are very lucky to not have to deal with any of the farming aspect. We don't have to deal with climate change and pests in the vineyard, and we just go ahead and make great wines right here in the heart of the city. It's that easy.
That's awesome. Let me tell you, I love Okanagan, but I hate the 8-hour drive to go get some wine, so
I know.
I appreciate this. Thank you.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.
So please tell me this. What gave you the idea and the tenacity to start such a glorious feat?
Well, thank you very much. That's a wonderful compliment, and I appreciate that. In 2010, my wife and I met at a winery, and we had both been working in hospitality for some time, and we thought that if we ever had a winery, we would do it differently. We didn't want to have to deal with the farming aspect of it, and we wanted to bring the winery experience into the city. And so we hadn't known about the urban winery concept. It's very popular in England, Australia, and the United States. You can actually find wineries in all 50 states. And we thought, well, we can modify some of that, bring our own approach to it, and put the winery right here in Calgary, one of the greatest cities in the world. So why not do that and have fun with it? And it's been a long road. It's been a tough road. We're 10 years to get to this point, but it's the last 5 that's been the hardest, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun to be able to do it and chase the dream.
So last week on a Scout's episode at Krabby Go Distillery in Valley View, they said that they attempted to grow their own grapes. Have you ever considered doing so yourself? No, especially here in Alberta. Grapevines die when it gets to -20. So that's something that just really wouldn't work here. Plus, we don't quite have the soil that we want for it. So soil is measured in different ways, from different layers and minerality. And Alberta's got wonderful soil for all different kinds of farming, but not quite what we're looking for from the grapes. Also, we don't get the heat that we want. And that's measured in the number of units throughout the summertime, and we need hundreds of degrees of this heat. So it'd be a very tough thing to do in Alberta for a winery to show wines really well. So you recently collaborated with Cabin Brewing, so give us a little bit of a scoop on that.
Yeah, we made a wonderful Canadian sparkling ale. We used a Sauvignon Blanc grape juice from Niagara as the base, and then we hopped it with New Zealand hops. It came out beautifully. It sold out very quickly. We've been sold out for a few weeks, and it was a lot of fun. I couldn't stop smelling it. It just had this bouquet, which was kind of wine, but kind of beer, and it's so easy to drink. It was strong beer too, which always helps to give you a little more bang for your buck. We hope to do it again, maybe in the spring of 2021 with the Southern Hemisphere harvest, or again in the fall of 2021, but we'll see.
So do you think that Beer Snob and Cerveza City host Juan would approve of Vines and Vines?
I absolutely know that he would approve of Vines and Vines. When he was interviewing for this, he drank 3.5 cans and left without paying his tab. So, just is what it is. But
Oh, of course
yeah,
he
he
did.
loves the stuff.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's it. Oh.
I did.
He had 1 can and 1 glass of wine, and he paid his tab.
So please tell me more about your winemaking process and how it's important to you.
Yeah, our style of winemaking is one that really goes back to how people have made wine for centuries, how they've made wine for over a millennia. An influential sommelier in the United States said to me that peasant farmers in Europe were able to just make wine in their root cellars, in their basement, wherever. And they did that for hundreds of years without technology that we have now, without laboratory testing. And it really made me think and step back that, you know, if other people could do this, why can't we do it? Why can't we make not only the wine tasting experience approachable, but the winemaking process approachable? So we decided to become a minimal intervention winery. So the wine almost makes itself. We coach it along and we add some 20th century knowledge to it. But we come up with wines that have no added colors, flavors, or sugars. They're vegan, they're gluten-free. We have minimal effective sulfites. We really think of it as just wine, nothing else. I see you. He loves it. Yeah, you got his little head there. It's great.
I wasn't going to tell somebody.
So City and Country is quite event friendly, and with COVID precautions all in place, what events can we expect to see in the near future?
Yeah, in 2021, we hope to do things like a comedy night again. We hope to do a bottling party, some wine and food pairing seminars, collaboration dinners with different chefs, Valentine's Day, and lots of private events. We've done some private shopping events before, and I know we'll be able to do that again. We won't see green wine for St. Patrick's Day, though. It kind of goes against the no added colors part of our philosophy. But events is our thing. Events are our passion. So whatever we can do to just keep going forward would be great.
That's awesome. I'll make sure to come join a couple of those.
Thank you.
Can you name a better combination than wine and charcuterie?
Oh, I think wine and chocolate is great. That's my thing, you know. Red wine, chocolate, dark chocolate, it's just marvelous, yeah. Otherwise, different types of food. Depending on the wine that you're drinking. Sometimes you can even say it's the wine and the company that you're with. We find wine's such a social beverage. You know, we want to be able to enjoy it with friends.
Awesome. And do you offer anything here at the store to snack on while you drink?
Yeah, we offer a wonderful charcuterie. Paired by our in-house executive chef and sommelier. And we have products from Europe, Canada, and the United States that make up our pairing.
So on the way here, scrolling through social media, I saw something interesting. It said sip and stretch. Can you tell me more about that?
Absolutely. That's our Wine Wednesday yoga series presented by Ale Events. We do that both virtually and here at the winery in person. Folks will come in and enjoy a different wine each week, and they'll do yoga. It's an excellent pairing, actually, that you can, do something for your body while doing something for your palate, I think of it. We can also deliver the wines, so if people wanted a full bottle or half bottle, we can deliver that to them for the virtual joint.
So City and Country has 2 award-winning wines. Please tell me more about them.
I'd love to. We've got them right here. We have our 2017 Okanagan White Blend, and we have our 2017 Okanagan Red Blend. So these were the 2 first wines that I made at a friend's winery in Penticton when we started putting our wine under our label. And we entered into the Alberta Beverage Awards this year, and they both came back with judges selection, which is really great because what that says to me is that if I was a judge and I was able to drink something all day, these are the wines that I would drink. And we've got wonderful value, a cost behind them, and wonderful flavors, and a little bit of a new approach on it too. Okanagan White is a blend of Chardonnay and Semillon, something that you don't see typically in North America. And then our Okanagan Red is a blend of Merlot and Cabernet Franc, which becomes quintessential French and right bank Bordeaux. And so we've got sort of two different styles here, and it just came across beautifully.
Yeah, they both sound delicious. I've never heard of those kind of combinations ever.
Oh,
So,
well, that's great.
That's interesting.
Well, allow me to pour you a glass.
After this one, sure.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Chris, for having us here today. It was a pleasure. You are now officially Vino Valley certified. Last 60 seconds are all yours.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. I just want to highlight quickly that we're working on a variety of different products, and one of these is a cider that was made with our California Zinfandel grape skins and BC apples. So a quick little taste for us here on the way out. We'll make more beer, we'll make another cider, we'll make some spirits, and just have a great time doing what we love. Thank you very much. Cheers.